Here we go. Recording in progress. The robot says hello.
I'm a computer. Stop all the downloading. I'm doing a recording of a podcast. Let's do this thing. Fucking do it, cast. Hard Knock Media. Okay. Hit the bumper.
Hit the bumper. Hit the bumper, you guys. So Keith invited me to check out a screening of Shang-Chi in DC.
Okay.
Because he got invited to it. It was going to be a full theater with 120 people. And I said, nuh-uh.
I mean, Jamie, it was going to be all masked because it's in DC, so it's indoors.
I said, nuh-uh.
Fair enough.
I think it'd be different if Hazel was vaccinated. So like all three of us would have the thing. But like with the smushy involved, 120 people for 2 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, I like me a kung fu movie as much as the next motherfucker who likes kung fu movies, but like I don't like it enough to hang out with Delta, you know. So everybody says it's good. I don't know, Brandon. Did you check it out?
No.
There might be some interest in perhaps a Benji's run. I've heard tell of a Benji's run possibly, but by the time we get everybody together, it's going to be time for it to come out on streaming anyway.
Yeah, this is the kind of thing. This is what I was talking about months and months ago, where I'm like,
yeah,
I've just accepted that there are just going to be some movies that just I haven't seen. Like I haven't watched Black Widow. Not that I have any interest in not watching Black Widow. Not that I don't care for the idea of a Black Widow movie. None of those things. Just haven't watched it. Like this is true of. What's the second the Spider-Man movie with Mephisto or whatever it is?
Far from home. Homecoming.
Far Away Home.
It was Homecoming.
The Rescuers Down Under.
Yeah. Homecoming Queen.
Gotcha. Spider-Man, The Rescuers Down Under. Gotcha. Yeah. I haven't seen that.
Oh, you haven't? Oh, okay.
I have. Is it available? Yeah. Could I go watch it? Absolutely. Have I done it? No.
Is it available? Where?
It's been out for some time.
Yeah, but like where?
I have no problem buying a movie, Jamie. Like I'm a big boy. Like I got no problem. This is the thing, like the cost of owning the movie now that it's already out. Like I got no problem paying $15-20 for a movie. It costs that much just to go for one person anyway. So like,
yeah,
the $20 isn't the issue. The issue really is that it hasn't grabbed me enough for me to be like, fuck, I need to see that. Now, the more I'm talking about it out loud, the more I'm like, yeah, I probably should go see that. I think I'd really enjoy it. I think it would be a lot of fun, especially given the fact that I still haven't watched the preview for the new Spider-Man because I haven't watched the old one. So I only catch some of the like tertiary sort of things that are going on with like the weird thing with what's this fuck Bandersnatch Cumbersnoot and and Woo and all the other shit. Yeah, like
I will say that the second Spider-Man movie feels like a transitional movie. Like it's going from
it's the second one.
No. But in it feels like it's more of a setup movie. Like there was the first one. We got the intro of the new version. Now this movie is supposed to tell its own story, but it's kind of setting up the third one.
No, the studio knew they were going to do another one of these. They weren't questioning it. Yeah. And that is what I'm guessing by what you're saying, very fucking apparent because they went into that movie knowing like, hey guys, we're doing a third one. It's going to happen.
Yeah. It feels like, I mean, it's a fun movie. I'll say that it's pretty fun. The characters are fun. Like Tom Holland is great.
Yeah, but that guy's adorable in fucking everything. So I'm not surprised that.
Yeah, like the cast is great. You can tell they're having a blast. Right. Samuel L. Jackson is having a lot of fun in the movie.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm in for that.
Yeah.
So I mean,
but yeah, like now the bar for going to the theater is a lot higher. Like.
Well, yeah, because we were bougie and we decided to rent theaters out ourselves. And now all of a sudden it's like going to the movies.
Yeah.
With people.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it were going to be free. Like I could have just swooped down, gone in. What's your name? This is my name. Let me in the fucking door.
No, because here's the reality, Jamie. Do you want me to just, when it becomes available, just buy it for you? Congratulations, the movie's free. You didn't get COVID. Good for you.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like when it comes out, we can project it on Dan's screen. We can have food that we want. We can pause. We can yell at the movie.
We don't even need Dan's screen. Worst case scenario, if it gets too cold, bruh, I got a 70-inch in the fucking living room. Like we can order in food.
Oh shit!
I got surround sound. We can do that.
We can order Chinese food to watch the Kung Fu movie.
Yes, we can be inappropriate to a level where I'm like, should I be enjoying this? Should I really be enjoying this? Should I feel awkward about enjoying this? Do I have to look around and be like, no matter whether I enjoy the movie, be like, this is a tour de force. Fucking more, please.
Keith has had a term. I don't know if he coined this term, but like the past couple podcasts, he's called it rep sweats. So like anytime you have a movie with a lot of Asians or a lot of a minority group, you get the rep sweats, because you want this to be a good. You want this to be the good one, because if it's the fucked up one, people are gonna say, "Oh, see, Asians can't like star a movie." Yeah, so you get the rep sweats, and you're just like, I get so nervous.
I gotta be honest with you, Jamie. Like, you guys are doing this with movies like Snake Eyes, and I worry that maybe, just maybe, white culture might not be giving you a fair shake at this one. I gotta be honest with you.
Yeah, I feel like we're almost to the point where you can have a mediocre to bad Asian American movie and still have Asian people starring in films, because we did see Snake Eyes.
Right. The problem that we need, Jamie, is we need an Asian actor that we recognize but don't exactly go banana pants over.
Yeah.
Like, what's the best example I can have? Thomas Jane. Thomas Jane was in that HBO show Hung. He was also the Punisher in that early 2000s Marvel Punisher.
Right.
He's been in a bunch of other shit. He's super enjoyable. He's a great actor. He's one of the leads. He plays Mickey Mantle in my favorite baseball movie ever, 61. By the way, you owe it to yourself, even if you're not a baseball fan, to watch 61. It's on HBO Plus if you have it. It covers the 1961 season, which is the home run race between Mickey Mantle and Roger Maris, while they both are dealing with the ghost of Babe Ruth. Mantle is a fall down drunk played by Thomas Jane. Barry Pepper is the other guy there. Barry Pepper, you'll remember from Battlefield Earth and a bunch of other things. You'd be like, oh shit, he was in, I think, Knockaround Guys, and he was in a bunch of other things. So
was it the first Punisher movie or the second Punisher movie?
Not the Dolph Lundgren one from the 80s. This would have been the second Punisher movie.
That movie has the distinction of being the first comic book movie directed by a woman, Lexi Alexander, I think.
Nice. I did not know that. That's rad.
People say that it was like Patty Jenkins or someone else, but it was Lexi Alexander. She gets no credit for that. She should.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
That movie's a ton of fun. Like, it's not good, but honestly, the way that they wrote that and the way they shot it, honestly, it's not supposed to be fun. It's almost like 66 Batman level. Like, he has a confrontation with a guy named Harry Heck. That's not his fault that movie doesn't blow everyone away. Like, that ain't on him.
It sounds fun.
It's a ton of fun.
The way you describe it, I want to see it now.
It's a ton of fun. Yeah, like it used up all the goodwill that I had for kind of mid-level superhero movies pre-Daredevil. The Affleck Daredevil.
Yeah.
Like, it used up all of that goodwill where you're like, oh man, Barry Pepper's Thomas Jane's rad. Like, there's a point where he's torturing somebody, and the way he's proving that he's torturing somebody is he's telling them, like, he's got him hanging upside down by like a gimbal chain sort of thing. And he's telling them, he's got like a propane torch. And he's like, when you burn flesh, it smells like roast pig. And when you do it, ultimately, you burn the flesh to the point where the nerve endings singe and it almost feels cold. And the guy's like, no, don't do it. And he starts to burn a pork roast where the guy's not looking, rubbing a popsicle up and down this guy's back. And he's like,
that's amazing.
Because he doesn't want to fuck this guy up for no reason. Like, he's not trying to hurt. The Punisher does this.
That's amazing.
It's fucking great. Like, and then right after that, Kevin Nash NWO Wolfpack Kevin Nash shows up looking like what I can only describe as a lost French naval like seaman, where he's got like the white khakis and like the blue and white striped shirt. He goes in, he uses no words, only emotions, full fucking reeling into years attitude, and beats the hell out of Thomas Jane. And then dies by like, I think falling down a flight of stairs or something like that. Like,
are you saying that Big Sexy should have been Shipwreck?
No, that's Jason Momoa's role, and I'll stand by that. But I'm saying that the guy who played the Super Shredder knows his acting abilities and knows he can be big and strong and imposing and roar a lot. And if you nail all those things, you are believable.
Yeah.
Young me, watching the second Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, when I saw the Super Shredder, I was fucking terrified. Had I known that guy was the same guy on WCW playing Oz, I would have been less scared.
So you would have turned your back on the Wolfpack.
I would have turned my back on the Wolfpack. I would have in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat, Jamie. I know how much that crushes you.
I don't know. 123 X-Pac was in the Wolfpack, so I mean, you know.
Exactly. But what I'm getting at is I think there needs to be a Thomas Jane level Asian actor that most people can recognize as like, that's the dude. Remember this guy from, you know who's the closest, and this is a shithead thing of me to do? The guy who was the cop in Hawaii Five-0 that I think was also in Lost, that's also been in a bunch of other things. And I'm trying to remember his fucking name.
Daniel Day Kim?
Sure. Let me make sure I'm not being a fucking asshole. Somebody's yelling at me. Keith should at least be yelling at me. Let me see.
But
Daniel. He's so good. Day Kim. Yes, Daniel Day Kim.
Yeah, he's good.
He's super good. But also, he's been in enough shit that he's recognizable that if he starred in a direct-to-DVD like Stone Cold level action movie, you'd be like, oh, cool. And I wonder if that sort of appearance would actually kind of normalize the idea of like, not everything that is led by an Asian actor needs to be a fucking home run. Maybe it just needs to be a solid action flick.
Yeah. Do you remember the villain in the Deadpool film? The first villain, the first guy, the one with the like, I don't feel anything, so my nerves are
yeah.
That guy. So he was going to be cast in the new Hellboy movie in some role.
Okay.
And it was a character who was an Asian character in BPRD or something like that.
Okay.
And everybody got pissed at him. It was like, this is bullshit. This casting is awful. And he was like, you're right. I didn't realize a job is a job, but like, this is wrong. So I'm going to bow out. So he bowed out of that movie. Daniel Day Kim came in and portrayed that role.
Oh, nice.
So good on him. I have not seen that Hellboy movie yet, so I don't know if it was any good.
I haven't either. And I fucking love Hellboy.
Yeah, I like Hellboy. I like Daniel Day Kim. I did not see the movie because even with that story, which was super good, I was just kind of like,
okay. Yeah. Right. Yeah, because that's the one starring, was it David Harbour plays?
David Harbour, yeah.
So I go, oh, I love David Harbour. He's great. Oh, I love Hellboy. I have a ton of the comics. Oh, that story's rad. And still,
it's not enough.
Still even now, I'm still just like,
Is it on HBO? I might put it on.
I don't know. I haven't even bothered to Google where to watch it. I haven't gotten to the point where I'm debating paying for it. I won't even Google where to look at it for free.
Yeah. Oof.
Right.
Oh. Oof.
Right.
Oh, I bet we know somebody with a Plex server who has it. And I'm just like,
probably. But Jamie, at that point, Jesus fuck, man. Like, I gotta bother some stoner who I barely talk to about a Plex server. Now I gotta go through a whole social interaction. I'm basically getting into the like, is that rental or that ownership? Sorry, if owning that movie is less than $10, I'll buy it.
Yeah.
Like the studio gets my money. That's how little I want to talk to the Plex guy.
Oh man. All right. Well, that's a good cold opening. Cool. I'm gonna drop it now.
All right.
Brandon, introduce
Sir.
us to the people.
Hang on. Wait. Hang on.
Ooh, a tasty beverage.
A tasty beverage.
With another tasty beverage.
Yep, it's been one of those days. Welcome, one and all, to what I can only describe as the greatest audio experience of your goddamned life. You may have said, but Brandon, I've listened to preachers. I've listened to radio hosts. I've listened to great books on tape. I've heard the word. I know the word. I know that the bird is the word. But I'm telling you right now that this place, in this space, the Baba Oom Mau is your boy, Brandon Chalmers, and the Baba Oom Mau of Mao, Jamie motherfucking Noguchi. No, I do not say Mao in any reason. About Asians, and I do apologize. That was a poor choice of words. I am fucking this up.
No. They know the song. They know the Papa Umau Mau.
What is the word? We're back on track. Jamie Noguchi. Normally, I talk about how great you are, and God damn are ya. And I talk very, very little about how mediocre I am, and boy, howdy do I set the bar low. But knowing all of these things don't matter. They don't. Because we are one tooth, one cog in the machine. The greatest podcasting machine that you ever done seen, that I ever done seen. The machine better known as the Hard Knock Media Podcasting Network. Woo! That means Jamie NOC as in Nerds of Color. God damn right it feels good to be back. Shake the cobwebs off. Knock the cat out the tree. Wake your grandma. It's time to listen to you boys. Woo!
Oh,
God
Brandon.
Damn.
Gotta bottle that and sell it, man. Shit.
God damn. No, the FDA looks poorly upon that. And if I've learned anything from my Fox News friends, if it ain't FDA approved, it ain't for you. At least that's what I've been told over and over again. None of them are vaccinated yet.
But what if it is FDA approved?
Then they'll fucking lie about it and find a different reason.
They keep moving the
Scott friend
goalposts.
said no. What? What? Hang on. What? Come on.
It's better.
I feel partially responsible for that, and I'm not sure if it's because of this or not. I'm pretty sure it is.
But they're willing to pay for horse tranquilizer, or what is it? Horse dewormer?
Ivermectin. Horse dewormer.
Dewormer. It's making people shit they pants in the grocery store. And
Good.
And they're still buying that instead of the free ass vaccine.
Good. I'm done feeling bad. Jamie, do you understand my place right now? You're no longer anti-vax, you're pro-plague.
Yeah.
And if anyone has a side effect of being pro-plague, it is shitting their pants in the fucking mac and cheese aisle at a Kroger. Just fucking rumble.
Yeah.
Just let it out.
I don't know if you noticed that I changed our banners, but our banners say different things now.
I watched it a little while ago. Yeah. What is it this week?
So the top banner says Black Trans Lives Matter. I fixed.
Goddamn right.
Because I fixed it. I left off matter for when I changed over something.
Just Black Trans Lives.
It just says Black Trans Lives, and I was like, I think maybe we need to expand that.
Sure.
So the bottom one just says get vaxxed for fuck's sake. Because I'm
Jamie,
I'm tired of it.
It's a wonder I can't get hired anywhere else with my subtle message and my name all over this. Hi, prospective employers. I definitely won't bring any of this to work. Nope. Not this guy. Nope.
Yeah.
I definitely don't work in a very anti-vax environment, in a very anti-vax fucking industry that all didn't get the ability to work from home when everything went down. And I think is part of the problem that they have a lot of the like, ain't got me yet, so fuck it. Didn't Dale over on your crew die like 6 months ago from this? Yeah, but Dale was weak, man. Dale was weak.
Yeah, I don't know what's I don't know what's gonna. I don't think you can get through to some of these people.
You can't. You can't.
Like,
you can't.
Like, you know, even when their own are dying and telling people, "Hey, I was wrong."
Wolves.
Yeah.
Wolves. We release wolves.
Yeah.
We've got two.
Or something.
We've got too many people who get to ignore the real dangers in the world. We release the wolves. You might be stubborn enough to not get the vaccine and manage to live. You might be stubborn enough that you happen to get lucky and be asymptomatic. What you aren't going to be are those two things and thin enough to run from wolves. Look at this body, Jamie. It's built by cheeseburgers. I ain't running from wolves.
No.
If I survive, it's because I'm asymptomatic and a fucking badass. What'd Brandon do? He fought a wolf. He beat COVID and fought a wolf and still didn't miss a day of work. Did he go to the hospital? No, he didn't. He took an Uber to a friend's house to save the money. They patched him up, poured super glue in his bite wounds, and he bitched about how lazy ass those Canadian wolves are.
Hey, we're gonna bite him, eh?
Fucking lazy ass French, Canadian, American hat ass wolves.
Quelque chose.
Yeah.
Brandon.
Yeah.
What are you?
Yeah. The last thing I heard before I had my flesh torn asunder was sorry. Like that's sorry.
Sorry, guy.
Sorry.
Brandon, what are you thinking on besides beating the shit out of weak ass wolves?
So let's see what's going on this week. So this week are two things. So the first one is I am prepping for vacation because holy fuck, I don't know if you can tell me ranting about wolves and getting way deep in on it in the intro and drinking on a weeknight means that it's time for me to get a goddamn vacation. But your boy's about to go away, and I am real fucking excited. Now, I'm not going very far. I'm just going to Ocean City. But
OC.
Danny Ocean.
You're going to see Danny Ocean.
I'm going to see Danny Ocean. Going to be Ocean's 45 right in here. That's right. Going to be talking about, we going to steal something. It's going to be good. Brad Pitt's going to be there, going to eat snacks. It's going to be real nice. And then I get to decide which one the other cast I want, right? Like Julia Roberts, too much teeth, but I think I want to get like a Robert De Niro or like an Al Pacino's or something like that, where like Pacino's would be real good. Because then he'd be hanging out with me, right? Looking like a real like super tan Danny DeVito. And he'd be like, hoo-ah! And I'd be like, yeah, hoo-ah, yeah. So look out for your boy down the ocean, down on a boardwalk, walking
Danny
around.
Ocean,
Danny Ocean, Brad Pitt, and little guy looks like real like tan ass Danny DeVito. Might be the owner of the Redskins. I might not be able to tell the difference in between two of them, but they're gonna be shouting either hoo-ah or hoo-ah. And good luck finding out the difference.
Well, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, so I'm getting excited about that. The other thing, and I'm putting this out into the world, so this way everyone understands that this is one of those, I have no problem putting it out there, and I'm hoping that the positivity of putting it out there and also making light of it will encourage chances. So the fiance and I have decided that we are just going to do quick elopement. We're going to have a quick little party. We're all going to hang out because we have decided to start taking things seriously when it comes to having kids.
Ooh.
Yep. So because of that, Jamie, the one thing that I have decided to start doing because she is doing the same is, did you know that there are male prenatal vitamins?
I did not know that.
Oh, yeah. So they're called Preconception Health.
Oh.
And what they do, Jamie, they put Michael Phelps in my balls.
They turbocharge your swimmer.
They turbocharge. I had a turbocharger put in on my ball sack. turn the strongest swimmers. Jamie, I've been taking these vitamins. God damn it. I'm tired all the time. My balls, they're glowing. It's not even radioactive. They're like red. They're just fired up. Everything's a sore muscle.
They're belt fed at this point.
I'm just doing lunges just to keep the air going down there. I fucking duct taped one of those little kitty fans to the inside of my thigh, just trying to get the temperature down going on. I'm running at a steady 99.4, right? Normally, I am a cool right on the thing. I'm like a 97.7. I usually run a little cool. I'm at a 94.4. Do you understand? Got my temperature up. Right? Wow, I got full-on foreigners, hot-blooded, playing in my ball sack. I lower the microphone right now. You're going to hear the goddamn like just slowly emanating.
Oh, no.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. It's the most awkward thing in a car ride if you don't have the radio on. So like, is somebody playing classic rock from the back of the car? Like, what? Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Just Thunderstruck is just rumbling from my balls is what's happening. Realistically, I think I'm taking a placebo effect, but whatever. Like a multivitamin's perfectly fine.
Yeah, whatever.
But
works,
the idea that you take something to encourage your ball health, get your swimmers swimming.
Yeah. Michael Phelps need a trainer, everything.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Right, exactly. Yeah, I just, like definitely being like 6'7" and having like giant fucking flippers for hands didn't hurt anything. This dude still needs a swimmer.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, he started at a young age. So if you're not like, if the boys aren't prepped,
Jamie, believe me, this may come as a surprise. I've been practicing for some time. I'm feeling confident about that.
But they don't have generational memory, so that's why
they don't. No, thank goodness.
They don't pass it on to the next generation. It's a new one. They're like cicadas, except they don't take 17 years. They're just
right. God forbid. Right. But like, you know what, Jamie? Like at this point now, I'm 37. I'll take what I can get. Like if I don't know if I need to shout by the power of Grayskull when it happens. If I need to find out. Like I need to go to my childhood home and dig up like an old sock or something. Like whatever I need to do to try and make this happen. I'm breaking out Ouija boards.
Yeah.
I'm blessing Dixie cups. Like I'm looking for everything I can get my hands on.
Yeah. Whatever works, man.
Yeah. So, but the important thing is what I've heard is that alcohol and caffeine are definitely not a good idea. So it's a good thing I'm taking those vitamins. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe a relaxing trip Danny Ocean will help.
Danny Ocean. Yeah.
Danny Ocean.
Yeah. The other thing that I think I'll get excited about, it's coming tomorrow. I went and bought that, was it the Taiko drum for the Switch?
Oh, fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I figure if I'm going away, we may end up having like a rain day or whatever it is. So I picked that up so this way I can play drums on vacation.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yep. So I am stoked about that. So tomorrow I'll be bothering the fuck out of my fiance, beating a plastic drum in our living room, going, honey, I learned how to play the thing. I'm going to go to a MagFest.
Oh, MagFest.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Oh, we ain't going nowhere. I'm going shit.
Hey, remember those things that we're not going to go to? Yeah. Conventions.
I mean, Dragon Con did happen, and I have friends who used to go to that, and so like there are photos and everything. So
okay, I mean that's nice.
It sounds like people were safe-ish. So.
Okay. Well, I mean, there's that. Please understand, it's not that I'm necessarily distrusting of other people, because at least in a lot of these cons, some of them have required vaccinations. At the very least, they require masks all the time. Like, people have been pretty understanding about all that shit. Now, I'm not going to go to like Alabama Comic Con or anything, but yeah.
No, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, like the Greater Florida Yodel Convention, probably not going to go to that.
The Greater Florida Yodel.
Yeah.
Yo-lo-lo-lo-lo-lo.
Yeah. Yeah. The Tallahassee Tobacco Chew and Expo. Probably not going to that.
Yeah.
Gonna skip that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Leave my spittoon at home.
That's not on the schedule.
Turns out no.
Strangely.
Weird because
Weird.
you and I, Jamie Noguchi, if there's one thing I know is the people who love chewing tobacco love a puppy cow.
I love me a spittoon, man.
Puppy with a cow water. Foo! Puppy with a cow water. Bong!
You can see my fine collection of vintage spittoons over here.
Right. Yes. Yep. Yep.
My vintage spittoon.
They love them for target practice. You just hear one guy just go, pull, and then he throws a puppy cow up in the air. And the other guy like looks at him, follows him, he's like, Phew, ha!
Oh my God.
Yeah. Anyway, so Jamie, what are you geeking out about?
Nothing. No fucking thing.
Well, it's a good thing I had 3.
So behind on my book. So I made the mistake of watching the first Fast and Furious movie.
Whoa! Whoa! Oh!
No, mistaken that like.
Hang on, I need to open the vent and turn on a fan. Okay, hang on. Wait, whoa. Woo!
Mistaken that like first of all.
Okay. Did you say mistake?
Mistaken that like you
weren't prepared for how amazing it was?
I was not prepared for a lot of the things that I forgot. Like I forgot that Leon existed.
Fuck, how? Wait, no. We have had you and I, without anyone else, have cast Leon in a Muppets version, have brought him up multiple times, and I even floated him as one of the big baddies in one of the most recent Fast sequels.
And I don't remember why I didn't remember him.
Because you don't listen to me, because I don't matter. Do you all hear this? Jamie Noguchi just comes on to give me a pity rub. He's like, hey, why don't you drink this in for about 45 minutes? Go ahead, shout into the microphone. Give me your yucks. I'm Jamie Noguchi.
I thought it was a different character, and I did not.
Who else? Were you confusing Leon and Vince?
Maybe.
Vince with his Zakk Wylde guitar? How could you confuse the two?
There was something in my brain that wasn't making the connection that there was a separate character like Vince and Leon. Like I must have mixed them up because Leon appears on the screen. I'm like, who the fuck is that guy? And Vince is on the screen, and I'm like, that's Vince.
Right.
Did I erase Leon from my memory somehow?
Jamie, how dare you erase a generic white character named Leon of all the Professional? You erased the Professional.
No, I didn't, because in that movie,
you erased
Leon.
Natalie Portman's love.
He's French, and it's pronounced Leon, not Leon. So
Leon. Okay, wait. All right. I guarantee you, show somebody that fucking movie in Des Moines and give me that Leon shit.
Yeah.
All right. Is Leon there? And it's Leon in the Fast and the Furious. Yeah. It's all the same dude.
But so that kind of disturbed me. It's like a Bernstein bear kind of thing. Was like, where the fuck was that guy? Like, or the Shazam movie, or like the the
one that didn't exist with
the one that didn't
Shaq.
exist with Shaq. Yeah. And like, so I was like, that's fucking weird. And then Jesse, where has he been? And I only bring up Jesse because every other character that has died in the series has gotten some sort of tribute. They've mentioned him somewhere in the subsequent movies. Jesse and Leon erasure throughout the rest of it. Like they don't mention
Leon doesn't die.
Leon doesn't die.
What the fuck happened to Leon? Right. But in all fairness, Jesse went to an event called Race Wars and lost, and then drove away and didn't pay up his bet, and then died on the lawn like a shitty gnome. Jesse got all the remembrance he deserved. That Jetta didn't have front fucking brake calipers, it didn't have front brake calipers, Jamie. It only had rotors on it. There's nothing to stop the car. Even if Jesse was going that fast, he couldn't have done shit about it. That's how slow that Jetta was, is that they didn't even bother to put brakes on the front. They're like, fuck it. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
That's like a buddy who's got a trick bike, but like he didn't pay for it, so he just disconnected the front brake. You ever have that dude? Where like he gets gnarly as fuck with the bar spins and everything else like that, but you're like, how the fuck is he doing that? He doesn't even have like a trick bike or anything else like that. He's like, no, it's fine. I just cut the brakes. Whatever. I got the back one. It's plenty. Right. Yeah. And then that kid ends up a hood ornament, and everybody's like, oh, what happened to hood ornament Steve? Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah. So yeah, that I don't know. I watched it and I was like, I've watched this movie, but I don't remember large portions of it. Like, and I'm like, what is, because the movie that exists in my head
doesn't have race wars.
Was not the movie. Yeah, it was not the movie that existed on film. And
on film, right?
Yeah, and like Michelle Rodriguez is there. And I thought like she had a bigger role in this thing because like her and Dom are in it throughout the whole thing. And like,
well, no, she does in the sense of like that movie came out, what, 2001?
Yeah, 2001.
So we're talking shooting, let's say late 99, early 2000.
Yeah.
She managed to, in there, claim her territory on Dom.
Yes.
By calling the two girls skanks.
Yes.
Insist that Dom give her a back rub and have her carried upstairs. She also did whoop that dude's ass in Race Wars, though.
Yes, I remember that too.
Like she can drive, and she proves this also in the beginning, because when you see her, she is definitely the most capable of the three. Of Leon, Letty, and Vince, she is definitely the most capable of the three.
Yeah, and I thought Letty and Dom were together from Jump Street.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of were.
They kind of were, but they were kind of like, it seemed like it was more casual on Dom's side until until Letty was like, fuck all of y'all.
Well, yeah, because, dude, this is early 2000s, and this is early 2000s with Underglow. Yeah. Do you understand the vibe of the Underglow scene, Jamie? Like, clearly you did not have a car with Underglow and went to the park and ride and went and did the races at the park and ride.
No,
because your boy and also one Danger Dan Malahome was definitely at these park and ride races where you get everybody with the cheap cut off exhaust that was louder than shit.
Yeah. And
the handmade intakes and everything else like that. So your boy was there at first with his 1988 red Honda Prelude with the pop-up motherfucking headlights. Jamie Noguchi, are you prepared for 104? I count them, 104 throbbing horsepowers feeding through an automatic transmission. Because boy, howdy, was I bringing the thunder. Because what I did have, Jamie, were two 12s and a sealed box with neon inside and 1,400 watts of power flowing through that bad boy. So was I fast? No. Did I have pop-up headlights? Yeah, I did.
Nice.
Could you hear me coming? Bruh. Fucking Holiday Inn by Snoop was blasting through that stereo. Right, yeah. What you doing? I'm staying at the Holiday Inn. You can bring yourself and 4 of your friends.
The other thing that was funny is Limp Bizkit's Rolling started playing, and I was like, where's the American Badass? When is he rolling up in this?
Doesn't exist yet. Yeah,
like 2001. When did American Badass happen?
Like 04?
That was 3 years.
That would have been like too fast time.
Yeah, 3 years in between. I was like, this song came out then. They held on to that for a long time before it was like, fuck this. I'm just gonna
because remember, Kid Rock had to go through his Ba Wada Ba days first before the American Badass thing happened.
Yeah, but that song was in this movie.
Which one?
The American
Rollin' was.
Oh, Rollin' was. Yeah, the Limp Bizkit song was in it.
Yeah, the Limp Bizkit song was. Yeah.
And then that was the first song that the American Badass came out to, wasn't it? Because I don't think so. Rollin' was.
I'm going to double check. See, I remember the real big thing from that movie. God, I just stubbed my toe. So I'm trying to hold it together. That hurts so bad. The big thing I remember from the first Fast and Furious movie was like that was a Ja Rule album.
Oh yeah, Ja Rule
because that starts up.
Yeah,
and I was super into that.
There's a Luda track on this movie.
Yeah. And I believe so.
And I love that because he appears in the later ones, but I was like, oh, he's been there from the very first film.
Let's see.
It's good to hear Luda again.
The Fast and the Furious soundtrack. Let's see. Music by yada, 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 yada. Released December 18, 2001. Mm-hmm. Track listing. Here we go. Saliva Superstar. Faithless by Injected. Crawling in the Dark by Hoobastank. This Light by Primer 55, a Machine Head track called Crashing Around You. Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay. So this is interesting. I assume the soundtrack is actually, let's see, a yada, 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 Race Wars, Click, Click, Boom by Saliva. So that's our second Saliva track.
Yep.
Shelter by Green Wheel. Cause holy shit, I haven't heard Green Wheel in forever.
No one has.
Polkas Palabras by Molotov, and then the Fast and Furious theme. Let's see. Okay. So there was 1999 by Limp Bizkit, played in the teaser trailer. My Way is played. Rollin' is played. Evil Ways by Santana. Debonair by Dope. What else we have? Area Codes by Ludacris is the one you're thinking of.
Yep.
Let's see. And interesting. Okay.
But yeah, I thought Taker used Rollin' at some point.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
He did. He totally did. I think actually when the American Badass premiered, I think he was using Rollin'. Then I think he switched to American Badass.
Yeah. But yeah, I remember Rollin'. I was like, Taker? Where's the Taker? I have not. The second one is on HBO Max. I have not ventured into that one because I don't remember anything from that one.
Dude, that one's a ton of fun. Ejectocito, cuz.
I don't remember shit. I remember.
Oh my God. That one's going to be so much fun because you're going to be like, holy shit, is that the dad from Dexter? And you're going to be like, wait, I know that guy from something else. Yeah. And then Roman's going to show up because like they tried to shoot that thing initially like a fucking Ocean's movie because Roman is so trying to be Brad Pitt. He is constantly snacking and eating. Like they really tried because like if you think about it, it is a shitty Ocean's movie. Because like the cops kind of force them into it. So they're forced by someone who's more powerful than themselves. Yeah. They use an intricate plan to try and make things work. They have a haphazard cast of characters to get the job done. The main guy is way too smooth for his own good and happens to get by on his good looks and charm alone. Yeah. He pulls down somebody who's a little out of his league in Eva Mendes. His right hand is a dude who's way too smooth, looks great with his shirt off and is constantly snacking. Like it's a fucking Ocean's movie.
So I do remember Eva Mendes and the drive and stare thing.
Yes.
She doesn't show up in any of the other ones, does she?
No.
Did she just get too good for the
No, I think she went back to being like a DEA agent. Remember, she was undercover.
Oh, okay. I like they brought back everyone else except for like Eva Mendes, Leon, and ever mentioned Jesse, but everyone else in the series has been back.
Has been brought back, right? Yeah.
You can it is not this like you watch that first movie and you watch the most current one and it's like, how did that happen? How did that happen?
Yeah, honestly, like 1 through 4 are a different kind of movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then 5 happens and they're like, holy shit, they finally turned this into a real ass heist movie. Because like the first one kind of wants to be a heist movie, but kind of not. The second one is kind of a heist movie because like it's a Fast and Furious movie and nobody who has that dumb fucking back and forth where, and I will stand by this, the early 2000s front wheel drive, lame ass Pontiac looking Mitsubishi Eclipse convertible has no business beating a Yenko Camaro. I will fucking put it on my tombstone, fucking repeat it at my eulogy. I want you to remind absolutely everyone involved no one, and I fucking mean no one, should get excited about that car. Collectors of Fast and Furious cars don't give a fuck about that chrome-clad piece of shit. It is the worst car in Fast history. I have no argument with that. I'll take Jesse's no front brakes Jetta over that car. I'll take Vince's fucking Maxima over that car. Oh yeah, the Maxima from the first movie, bruh. You want to talk about excited and also sad? See, your boy, right? So he graduates, right? In 2002. So he sees this movie right around the time when he's about to enter into his driving world. And do you know what car I got handed down, Jamie?
Was it a Maxima?
1995 Nissan Maxima.
Yes.
I got handed down the Street Shark. I drove it for 6 months. The transmission got ripped from the fucking car by a fire hose falling off the back of a moving truck. I stand by the statement that it wasn't my fault, and I lost my Street Shark vibes. I was pricing shit. I was trying to get things going. I had a lead on really nice looking Fast and Furious level rims. I was ready to have Vince's car, and it was ripped away from me. Snatched from me.
Oh man, we had a Maxima, but it was a hatchback, so we weren't gonna race in that motherfucker.
Hatchback?
Yeah, or no, station wagon.
Wagon.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, that sounds rad.
It was a Maxima wagon.
Oh, that sounds cool. As a wagon guy now, I'm super into the old wagons. So the idea of like, wait. You mean the car that Nissan marketed as 4DSC, as in 4-door sports car, had a wagon option? Oh yeah. Yeah. That's enough room to get whatever you're going wherever you want it, and enough giddy up to get you there in a hurry. I am here for all of that.
It is weird going back to the very first one, because like it's unrecognizable. It's not a heist movie. It's more of like a coming of age movie, but with grown ass adults. So like,
but it is a heist movie.
It is kind of a poorly planned heist movie.
Well, sorry, let me be clear. It's like a whodunit movie. Like it's more of a crime thriller.
It's a crime
than
thriller.
Anything else that's based around a heist. So like it's heist adjacent.
Yeah, but it has all the trappings of like the crime thing, where like you get the girl, but the girl is related to the crime family and all this kind of stuff.
Well, yeah, absolutely. And then you go and you accuse a random Asian guy because he happens to be doing well for himself with a car that's faster than you, doing some illegal shit.
Yeah, I did not forget
suddenly realize that you done fucked up and won't end up blaming the other people who you happen to be a little close to. Why, Brian? Why will you believe Johnny Tran's the bad guy over Jesse, Brian?
Yeah.
Why, Brian? Huh? What did Johnny Tran do? Huh? What'd he do? Was he rich and Asian? Is that what it is? Racist fuck. There, I said it. All right?
Yeah.
Brian in the first movie is a racist piece of shit.
He
never mind anything about the Torettos because I'm unclear of their ethnicity. Yeah, but I know that Johnny Tran is Asian, and I know Hector. He got done dirty.
He goes after Hector. He goes after Hector,
right?
After Johnny Tran.
Bullshit because Hector's too slow to get away with the money. We established this MacGuffin early.
Yeah. He blames everyone except the crew.
Except the crew, except Jesse.
Except Jesse.
Right. Jesse and Leon and Vince, they couldn't be the bad guys here. Look at Vince. Fucking choir boy. Do you see that Zakk Wylde guitar? Do you think a guy with a Zakk Wylde guitar would steal DVD players?
He knows two notes. Yeah. Dun dun dur, and they pass him and they go on, and I'm like, okay, there's going to be more notes in the soundtrack. Nope. Dun dun dur.
Like, Jamie, I'd like to understand how Brian's like captain, other than just accepting overt racism. Here's the words. He's got a Zakk Wylde guitar. There's no way he steals DVD players. Because I'm relatively convinced that people with Zakk Wylde guitars now are currently stealing DVD players. There's no market. They just want to replace the one that's broken.
They never learned how to wire anything.
Yeah, I can't watch the Twister DVD that I have, okay? And I never paid for that Van Halen album. So the only way I can hear humans being is watching Helen Hunt tear through a cornfield the way God intended.
Oh my God. Yeah, it really it's a movie that comes from a magazine article or a newspaper article. You can tell, like, they need.
Yeah, to, no, I would love to find the Reader's Digest story about this.
Yeah, like it was. Oh,
Area youths.
I read something about cars. Let's make a movie. Let's make it a crime movie. People love crime movies.
Well, yeah, you got to remember that this is the time where you could get away with fucking anything when it involves cars, because they assumed that car culture was kind of non-existent. So like this is when. What is it? Megan Fox was in that fucking Transformers movie, and she was talking about Bumblebee, and she's like, "Oh, it's a double pumper with a yada yada." These things don't exist. Not on that car. What I saw, not on that car. If memory serves, it is a double carburetor system, but they're Weber downdrafts into a fucking ram air tunnel. And Megan Fox confidently just leans in, kicks that thing, looks at Sheila Beef, and she's like, "So is that the yada yadas with the yada yadas? It's fucking sexy. I like that."
Sheila, I got
I got toes for thumbs. By the way, go back and watch that. Her hands are real fucking toe thummy. All right.
I'm not going back and watching those.
You sure?
Yeah.
Like you can Google Megan Fox's hands.
I'm not gonna
look at the toe thumbs.
I'm not.
But,
so
go ahead, keep talking. I'm gonna Google Megan Fox's thumbs while we're talking.
The very first movie we saw in the theater, the very first Transformer movie, a former writer that I worked with said that it was genius. It was borderline genius, and that should have warned me not to
look at that. Look at that fucking big toe. Look at that big toe.
Yeah, that's a big.
Look at that big toe.
Yeah,
that's a fucking big toe.
But like, my friend said the movie was borderline genius, and that should have been a warning to me right there to move on to a different project.
See? Yep.
So I don't know. I don't know about that movie, man.
Yeah. Which one? Fast and Furious?
The Transformer movie, but also Fast and Furious. Yeah. I'm amazed that it must have made a shit ton of money.
It made a fucking ton of money.
Because like as a self-contained film all on its own, it's like you watch it and you're like, if you're not into cars and you don't give a shit about any of the characters, how is this the one that made it? Like,
you're not into cars, but you're into action movies, so the action chases and the gunfights are fun. You're not into cars, but you're into scantily clad women and like fun action movies.
Yeah, I could see that.
You're not into cars, but you're young. You kind of want to be into cars. And this is the entrance into an entire subculture that you're not ready for, but everyone is fucking ready for.
Yeah.
You're slightly into cars and all you see are explosions of the NOS bottle and racing and gunfights and all of these young actors. And you're like, cool, I don't have to watch another fucking Bruce Willis movie. This is going to be fucking rad. Yeah. And then the soundtrack kicks. And the like when you watch, when you watch the preview for that and you see Ja Rule like start to roll in and you see like the Eclipse running around the fucking parking lot in the beginning of that.
Yeah.
That's how to feel. And you were about to enter a subculture you were not prepared for.
Yeah.
Dude, if you were anywhere, I'd say between 14 and 23, that movie fucking spoke to you.
Yeah.
I was a prime age for that. Like, Jesus Christ, was I a prime age for that in 2001? Fuck, come on.
Yeah.
Fucking 16, ready to fucking go, watching that with fucking bated breath. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We watched the movie in the theater, got out of the theater. My friend had a neon.
Yeah.
And
fucking so good.
He was like, fuck it, I'm going to find some people. So he drove around and tried to find some racers and stuff. And I don't know if he ever got there, but like, he wanted to be into the culture. Like
Right.
he wanted to be into it.
Right. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
And all you really needed to do was not be a dickhead, strap an exhaust on the back of your car, and then roll up to somebody and be relatively nice. Because like if you rolled up and you were willing to hang out with a bunch of other dudes with Honda Accords with intakes and exhaust, you could very easily roll up in like a Nissan Sentra with an exhaust and be like, yo, what's up? Fucking
What's up?
rad ride, man. Is that stock? Did you get the intake too? Is that cool? You got the underglow? Oh yeah, no, that's
Underglow.
fucking banging. That's rad. Yeah, no, she's cherry, man. Like I'm working on getting the money together for the intake. Gonna go with an InGen. Gonna be real good. Yeah.
And now we put underglow RGB on everything.
Yeah.
It's on.
Yeah.
everything.
Now it's on keyboards and computers and all sorts of shit like that.
It's
we
on-
just moved
it's on
car
mice
culture
and
inside.
shit, you know.
Yeah. We just moved car culture inside is what we did.
Yeah.
We got lame and fat and moved car culture inside.
We got it on toys and shit. There's like LEDs and shit.
Oh yeah, totally. Yep.
It was interesting. I think my brain is broken because I like missed out. Like there's a whole section of that movie just like
I am
happened in this one?
excited for you to watch the second one.
yeah.
It is not good.
I remember watching the second one in the theater and thinking this is not good, and maybe that is why I don't remember much of it.
Here's my suggestion to you, Jamie, is go into this movie with almost like a tokusatsu level mindset where you're like, oh, this could be a lot of fun. Like I don't have a whole like super high expect. Like there are things you want to see, and like you're going to see Brian, and you're going to see the racing, and you're going to see all the dumb things. And remember, this is where Ludacris first shows up. This is where you're going to argue and you're going to yell. And you're totally right. This is where Suki gets done dirty, where she shows up.
Yes, I forgot that Suki erasure. Where has Suki been in all of the rest of these movies?
Yeah.
I know her brother is like a big DJ now, but like, where is Suki?
Doing other shit.
I hope she's successful, but she could have used
my
the bag.
understanding, yeah.
She could have used the money. She could have used the money out of this franchise.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Fucking Suki.
Honestly, like if Cypher wants to bring Suki back just to upset Tej in the next one, I'm super here for that.
Super
here for that. Like, because what you could actually do is take the computer graphic that she had of herself on her fucking monitor where she goes, and you just see the little thing go,
yes.
I want that as an image when Tej tries to hack something, and all of a sudden you just see, sorry, Tej, not today.
And his eyes just like,
right.
Dude.
See?
10 and 11. We need Suki. If Suki is the big bad,
justice for Suki.
If Suki, motherfucker, we had justice for Han. We need justice for fucking
justice
Suki.
For Keith. I know you're listening because you listen to every episode.
Justice for Suki. Oh fuck, that's the title of this episode. Justice.
There it is.
For
Justice
Suki.
for Suki.
I don't give a shit about Leon. I don't give a shit about Jesse. Where the fuck is Suki? Where the fuck is Suki?
There you go.
Suki.
Fuck it. Jamie Noguchi, you can find me on Instagram at that guy Chalmers. Where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram, Jamie Noguchi. It's Toku Timber, so I'm drawing a whole bunch of tokusatsu
Fuck
shit.
yeah, it is.
I'm drawing all the characters from Extraterrestrial Girls as Super Sentai characters, so it's kind of fun. Yeah. And Justice for Suki.
Go watch a goddamn Fast and Furious movie, get a vaccine, and go high five your grandma, you lazy fuck. Boom! All day. Bam!